this cow eye here. This one's already been dissected, but we'll start with the intact one and be a little bit careful because they do squirt. And it's sort of lost its shape, but we can see extrinsic muscles of the eye here. You don't really need to be able to identify them, just know that these are the extrinsic muscles of the eye. You get a lot of fat. Remember that orbital cavity is filled with fat, so this is fat. This is the optic nerve coming out of the back of the eye. Here we have the cornea, which in life was clear, and the white part was the sclera. Now, this one's been dissected. I'll get to this one in a second. And here again, here's the cornea. Now, when we opened it up, the vitreous body, or the vitreous humor, which was in the back, fell out, and it's a gelatinous material. You can see very clearly, you can see that this is the ciliary body. Looks kind of like lines in it. And this was there, and it's clear. We'll see it's probably a little clearer in the other one. This is the lens, and it's yellowed in this one, which is right there. The cornea is there, lens is there, and this is the ciliary body. Now everything that's in front of the lens that's the same color as the ciliary body is the back part of the iris. Then if we look at the posterior part of the eye and the posterior chamber, we can see the retina is this beige part right here. You see this beige part? Very thin film, and it's torn here, but it's this beige part, that is the retina. And notice where all retina seems to converge to that one point right there? That is the optic disc. And if you see where it is, right there, see where it comes out the back of the eye? The optic nerve. So you can see the optic disc right there, and the optic nerve in the back. And this beige part is the retina. Now the cow eye has something we don't. Some mammals, like cats, dogs, cows, certain other things, have a reflective surface on the interior of the eye called the tapetum, and that helps them see better in the dark. This is what reflects back to you when your headlights shine on them and you see the shiny eyes. That's the tapetum. All right, have I missed anything on there, or have I gotten everything? Because now we can actually dissect one. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a small incision. This one has sort of lost its shape, so it may be a little bit difficult, but we'll just get it started just a little bit back behind the cornea. You got to be real careful because they squirt. And we usually just get it started, and we don't want to cut any major important features, so we make the first slit, and then we use the dull part of our scissors, stick it on in there, and cut very gently for two reasons. We don't want to damage anything, and for another reason, because they squirt. And sometimes the scissors really are kind of dull and they don't work very well. And that's some aqueous humor and some of the preservative. And there goes the vitreous body. It just fell right out. It was in this posterior chamber. All of this is the vitreous body, and it's still stuck a little bit to the ciliary body. This was the lens. It fell out immediately when we opened the eye. That is the lens. And vitreous body is all of this. Here again, you can see the retina very nicely. You can see the optic disc right there very nicely. If you look out the back side, there is the optic nerve. The ciliary body is covered over still by some of this vitreous body here. I want to get it off without destroying the underlying ciliary body. We can sort of pull it off gently. Oopsie. And you see the sort of lined part? That is the ciliary body. And if I stick my finger on through, this part that doesn't look like it has lines in it, that is the back side of the iris.